Today our topic is how to become mentally indestructible with Stoicism. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes it feels like the world is against us. But what if I told you that you could train your mind to handle anything life throws at you? This is the power of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to stay strong, calm, and focused, no matter what happens. Stoicism is not about ignoring emotions or pretending life is perfect. It's about understanding what you can control and what you can't, and focusing your energy on the things that matter most. Let's dive into how you can use Stoic principles to become mentally indestructible. First, let's talk about control. One of the most important ideas in Stoicism is the concept of the dichotomy of control. This means that some things are within our control, and others are not. For example, you can control your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions, but you cannot control the weather, other people's opinions, or the past. Many people waste time and energy worrying about things they cannot change. This only leads to frustration and stress. A Stoic focuses on what they can control and lets go of the rest. Imagine you are in a boat on a rough sea. You cannot control the waves, but you can control how you steer the boat. By focusing on your actions and decisions, you can navigate through any storm. Next, let's talk about perspective. Stoicism teaches us that our perception of events is often more important than the events themselves. Two people can experience the same situation, but one might see it as a disaster, while the other sees it as an opportunity. This is because our thoughts shape our reality. A Stoic practices reframing their thoughts to see challenges as opportunities for growth. For example, if you lose your job, you can see it as a failure, or you can see it as a chance to find something better. By changing your perspective, you can turn obstacles into stepping stones. This doesn't mean you ignore pain or pretend everything is fine. It means you choose to focus on the positive aspects and learn from the experience. Another key Stoic principle is the idea of Amor, Fati, which means love of fate. This means accepting everything that happens in life, good or bad, as necessary and valuable. A Stoic does not fight against reality or wish things were different. Instead, they embrace their circumstances and find meaning in them. Think of life as a book. You are the author of your actions, but not the events that happen to you. Instead of trying to rewrite the story, you can focus on how you respond to each chapter. By accepting your fate, you free yourself from resistance and find peace in the present moment. This doesn't mean you stop trying to improve your life. It means you stop resisting what you cannot change and focus on what you can. Stoicism also teaches us to practice gratitude. It's easy to take things for granted, especially when life is going well. But when we pause to appreciate what we have, we realize how much we already possess. A Stoic takes time each day to reflect on the good things in their life, no matter how small. This could be as simple as being grateful for a warm meal, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, and this mindset can make you feel more content and resilient. Even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. By practicing gratitude, you train your mind to see the good in every situation. Another important Stoic practice is mindfulness. This means being fully present in the moment and aware of your thoughts and feelings. Many people spend their lives worrying about the future or regretting the past, but this only creates anxiety and stress. A Stoic understands that the only moment we truly have is the present. By focusing on the here and now, you can reduce stress and make better decisions. Mindfulness also helps you notice negative thoughts and let them go before they take over. For example, if you feel angry, instead of reacting immediately, you can pause and ask yourself why you feel this way. This gives you the space to choose a calm and rational response. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-discipline. This means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. A Stoic knows that true strength comes from mastering their desires and impulses. For example, if you want to stay healthy, you need to exercise and eat well, even when it's hard. If you want to succeed, you need to work consistently, even when you're tired. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. By practicing self-discipline, you build mental toughness and resilience. You learn to push through challenges and stay focused on your goals. Another Stoic practice is premeditatio malorum, which means the premeditation of evils. This might sound negative, but it's actually a powerful tool for mental strength. It involves imagining a worst-case scenario and preparing yourself for it. For example, if you're worried about losing your job, imagine what you would do if it happened. How would you cope? What steps would you take to find a new job? By thinking about the worst-case scenario, you reduce the fear of the unknown and feel more prepared. This doesn't mean you expect bad things to happen, but it helps you feel ready for anything. When you've already thought about the worst, everything else seems easier to handle. Stoicism also teaches us to focus on virtue. The Stoics believe that the highest good is living a virtuous life. This means being honest, kind, courageous, and wise. A Stoic strives to do the right thing, even when it's difficult. They understand that true happiness comes from within, not from external things like money or fame. By focusing on virtue, you build a strong moral character that no one can take away. This gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment, no matter what happens in life. Even if you lose everything, you still have your integrity, and that is something no one can take from you. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to accept impermanence. Everything in life is temporary possessions, our relationships, even our own lives. A Stoic understands that change is a natural part of life, and doesn't cling to things that won't last. This doesn't mean you don't care about the people and things in your life. It means you appreciate them while they're here, but you also accept that they won't last forever. By embracing impermanence, you learn to let go of attachments and find peace in the present moment. You realize that the only thing you truly own is your mind, and that is where your power lies. In conclusion, becoming mentally indestructible with Stoicism is about training your mind to handle life's challenges with strength and calm. It's about focusing on what you can control, changing your perspective, accepting your fate, practicing gratitude, being mindful, exercising self-discipline, preparing for the worst, focusing on virtue, and accepting impermanence. These principles are not always easy to follow, but with practice, they can become second nature. Remember, life will always have ups and downs, but with a Stoic mindset, you can navigate through anything. You have the power to choose how you respond to every situation, and that is the key to becoming mentally indestructible. So, start practicing these principles today and watch as your mind grows stronger and more resilient with each challenge you face.